So I turned 18 recently. To be exact, this is the 3rd of February at the time of this recording, and I turned 18 on the 24th of January, just practically a few weeks ago. And since I turned 18, now I have a bunch of new possibilities of money making. I can go get a job, like an official job. I can finally open up a credit card. I can legally invest money from my own name. I can buy crypto, I can buy stocks. And basically this whole new sea of opportunity has been opened up for me, and I'm planning to take advantage of it. Since a child, I was fascinated with money making. I was engaging in different side hustles now and then, mowing the lawns of our neighbors during the summer, cleaning up the snow in the winter. I grew up in Ukraine, so there was a lot of snow, so a big abundance for that job. Didn't pay well, but adults were happy to give some extra cash to an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old. I don't remember how old I was exactly when I started doing it. Basically, they were happy to give me some extra money than an adult would doing the same job. So on this YouTube channel, I'm planning on documenting my journey of accumulating wealth since I'm 18 over the next couple of years. I'm going to be sharing my interesting investment strategies. I'm going to be sharing what I buy, what I sell, the different side hustles I engage with. Maybe I'm going to try dropshipping. I'm working on a store actually currently, but there's one thing that generally YouTubers don't tell you about. These are the taxes and all the legal documents that you have to have in order to open up a store. Maybe in the US it's easier. I am not in the US. I am in Europe currently. I made a website on Shopify. I found a great product, in my opinion. But I don't know how to deal with the legal side of things. So I'll be working on that in the meantime. And I'll be sharing with you. Maybe you're also a European and you wanted to start dropshipping and you have no idea what the hell to do with all the legalities. Well, I'll be here to help you, if I figure it out myself. But this is episode 1. And in this episode, I'll tell you how everything started. What I did from the very get-go, what I did up to now. Only a few weeks passed since my birthday. And there has been a few major events that took place. So, first of all, in Ukraine, I could legally get a debit card for my own name since I was 16. So that was a thing that I did 2 years ago. I was using it consistently. My parents transferred my monthly allowances on this debit card. I spent it on groceries and on, personal items. I could save up, buy something on Amazon that I liked. But from that point on, I started saving up. And what I did, basically in the bank app that I used, there was actually Monobank. If somebody from Ukraine is watching this by any chance and they want to know what I did, yes, I use Monobank. It's like the biggest bank in Ukraine, which is like online. It has no physical locations. So you can open up an account from your laptop or iPhone or whatever you're using, which is really, really comfortable. Actually, I respect the Ukrainian government a lot because now we literally have an app called Dia. And obviously I'll blur all these details, but you can launch this app. And this is an official government app which holds all the data of your official documents. Basically your passport, your ID card from 2020, your COVID vaccinations, and everything which has to do with the governmental legalities there. So if you come to government officials, for example, like a police station, they can actually verify your documents using the app and not the actual papers. But to get back to what I actually did, there's a setting which allows you to transfer a set amount of percentages from every purchase you make with the card into like a savings jar, they call it that way. And what this does is that, for example, if I buy something with the cost of 10 euro, it's going to charge me 11 euro automatically, and that 1 euro is actually going to go to this savings jar, which I can immediately access using my bank app. And this was a great way to save my money, because obviously, sometimes I spent more of my allowance, sometimes I spent less. I wasn't working then because I wasn't allowed to work because I'm not in Ukraine currently, and I did not have any documents which would legally certify me working in the country I'm currently in, and I didn't know the language that great, so generally working here wasn't a great option. But basically I saved 10% from every purchase over the course of 2 years, and that accumulated pretty solidly. And I can't say that it's a lot. You can use this method if you're also receiving an allowance and you want to try something like this. But basically I really like this method. And I wanted to save up some more, but every time I went to the grocery store, the number was actually rising. And I looked at it and I was very, very motivated to get more and more money. And I called the jar, you can change the name in the bank app, to investments. And basically this number was rising and rising. And I was collecting this money so that when I turn 18, I can actually spend it on investing, stocks. Oh, yeah, I don't have YouTube experience. I guess should have turned off my phone while recording. Good to know, we'll do that next time. But that was the thing I did. And I also obviously received money from my parents, from my friends on different occasions, such as celebrations, my birthday obviously, and I saved that. I actually didn't spend any of it for the last 4 years, I think. My last 4 birthdays, I asked all my friends not for gifts, but for actual money so that they give me maybe gift cards if they don't feel comfortable with giving me money, but basically not something large, obviously. Small amounts of money basically is like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a present for myself. Thank you for your time though, for your attention. I really respect that, but just give me some cash, I'll find what to do with it and I'll be genuinely happier than anything that you can choose. But yeah, so that way I saved over the course of the last 4 years, and by the time I turned 18, I had a total of 3,000 euro just laying as cash as the money I saved. It could have been more. It could have been 1,000 euro more, but I spent it on crypto. And I don't want to admit it, but I think in the start of 2022, basically when Bitcoin was still at around $50,000 per coin, I bought into Bitcoin. And I bought in around 800 euro. That's the total amount I spent on crypto. And then it went up. Bitcoin hit an all-time high at 60,000, and my money went from 800 euro to 1,000. And I was like, damn, that was a great investment. I should have cashed out. Long story short, you all know what happened. The price of Bitcoin is now around 20,000. I'm not gonna check, but it's approximate. It's very low. So that 800 that I initially invested is now... I'll paste a screenshot from my Binance right now. You can see that it's not doing great. And now it would genuinely be a good time to purchase some crypto because all the market is down. Prices are going down significantly, and that's actually true with the stock market as well. That's why it's a good time for me to start. I did the foolish mistake of going into small crypto coins, not actually Dogecoin or whatever was popular back then. There was Dogecoin, which boomed. There was Shiba Inu, which boomed after Dogecoin, and I was like, damn, there should be a third one, right? It should be like a trio. And I heard about this coin called Floki Inu. It's also like a dog coin, and it was named after Elon Musk's dog, and I bought into it. Not a lot. I bought like 20 euro worth of it, and it plummeted. Now that 20 euros is practically worth nothing. So crypto was a huge loss for me, but luckily I didn't withdraw my money. I still have that crypto on my account. I transferred the Bitcoin into the Binance Earn system that it basically pays me interest for holding my assets in Bitcoin. It pays me daily interest, which compounds. It's a few cents worth of Bitcoin a day, but like throughout the last year since I bought it, it accumulated to about 20 euro worth of Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin rises, that's gonna be hopefully 40, maybe 60 euro. So that's nice, but my crypto is just sitting there and it's doing its thing. So with the savings that I have now, which are around 3,000 euro, as I said earlier, I went ahead and opened a European bank account in euros. Since I didn't have that before, I only had the Ukrainian bank account prior to that, which is only good for holding Ukrainian hryvnias. I went ahead and I opened up a juniors account, which I could technically open up, I think, since I turned 16 also. But why I picked it over anything else is that it's free. It has no monthly cost until the age of 19. So for another year, I'm not gonna have to pay anything. So then I transferred a large chunk of my savings, which I had in cash. I went to the bank and I put it on the debit card that I just opened. I'm still not eligible for a credit card here in Europe, but I'm working on getting a credit card in Ukraine currently. It's really hard to do due to Ukraine's economic crisis at the moment and Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, and therefore banks right now are very cautious and skeptical of new faces like me who try to open a credit card so that I'm not forever in debt to them, because they're in debt currently probably. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and transfer a part of these savings slowly to a Trading 212 account, which is basically a broker here in Europe which allows you to invest into American and European companies, basically like Robinhood in the US. So I'm slowly in the process of doing that currently. This is how my portfolio looks like now. I have 400 euro in that account. My strategy of investing was to diversify a little bit. I bought in mostly to the S&P 500 ETF, which is run by Vanguard, as you can see. I bought largely also the real estate market in the UK because honestly the prices have plummeted recently, and I thought of getting in now would be very profitable because if the prices go back to where they used to, I'll be basically hugely in the green. I got 20 euro worth of fractions of shares in Take-Two Interactive. If you don't know, that's the company that owns Rockstar, the people who make the GTA games, and I'm thinking that, you know, in a few years they're gonna release the GTA 6 because, you know, there have been leaks, they're working on it. Maybe next year, maybe the year afterwards, but after they release GTA 6, those stocks are gonna go up, and that's a good point to sell, in my opinion. So I'll be pouring in some money into that further. I'm not going to do it all at once, obviously, because prices are going to go up and down. I'm going to see when there's going to be a dip. I'm going to put my money there, and I'm going to update you in the process. I also bought two companies. That's PepsiCo and JP Morgan. They pay high dividends, and that's basically why I bought them. I want to get this ball of compound interest rolling early since I'm 18, because the larger it gets, the harder it is to stop, as Warren Buffett once said. That's why my current plan now is to scout out some side hustle opportunities. As I told you, I'm working on a dropshipping business. It's practically ready to go. I'm just waiting for the product that I actually want to sell to arrive because I want to test and check it and film some promotional videos that I'm going to post onto TikTok. I'm not going to say what it is yet, not to ruin it, because some of you watching this video might like the product that I'm trying to sell and create your own store before I manage to and basically oversaturate the market. I don't want that to happen. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. I am going to slowly be investing into the stocks. I might buy some Bitcoin also with the money that I have while it's still low, because we expect the Bitcoin halving to happen really soon. If you don't know what that is, it's basically after the Bitcoin halving. Don't ask me why, but the Bitcoin miners are going to get half as much as they're getting now. Therefore, for some time, there's going to be a higher demand for Bitcoin than miners can actually produce. Therefore, the prices are going to go up, so investing now might be a good idea. But I want to get off crypto pretty quickly. Maybe only now invest some, see the Bitcoin double, and withdraw my money. I'm not going to withdraw the Bitcoin that I already have purchased, because I want to withdraw that only if it reaches an all-time high, because I don't want to lose money on crypto. I'm trying my best. There's this one side hustle that I want to talk to you about. It's not going to fit in this video, that's why I'm going to film another video talking about that and how that went. But it's crypto mining, but not Bitcoin or Ethereum, but the thing called Helium. You probably heard of it if you were on TikTok for the last year. It was very popular there. That's actually how I heard of it. But I'm now kind of thinking that it was a huge ass scam, and then I was scammed for money, because not only I didn't get my investment back, but not even a fraction. Okay, a fraction, but like a third maybe. So that wasn't very profitable, but I want to talk about that too. So if you guys are interested in what I have to say and want to follow this journey further, don't forget to drop a like for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe to the channel. I'll be sure to make more videos soon. You probably clicked off now, and if you didn't, I honestly want to say thank you for watching it the entire length of the video. This is actually my first time making a serious YouTube video. I was making YouTube videos when I was a small kid. That was like a little hobby that I had, a passion, and that's why me getting back into it years and years later feels kind of weird, but also I kind of like it. And I was mentally making myself film a YouTube video for a while now. I just didn't know what to focus on, what topic to choose. So thank you for sticking through this video. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Peace.